cooking, but we are highly welcome. Today is cooking day. We will cook today as much as we can. So foods can have powerful impact on our health, and the potential benefit of healthful eating include anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, and analgesic effects. They're strengthening your bones, boosting your immune system. These are all the benefits of healthy eating. And so if you eat healthily, then you're eating anti-inflammatory foods, and then it will help remove arthritis, manage arthritis, and things like that. So foods can actually have very, very powerful effects on you. Low sodium is very, very important for arthritis health, even heart health. And usually from a certain age, we're not supposed to be eating a lot of salt. So the woman was asking me, is it possible for somebody to cook without salt? I laughed. Throughout my 1 month stay in Germany, all the food I cooked, I did not use one pinch of salt. I didn't use any pinch of salt. I didn't even buy salt. So I cooked without salt. So she asked how. Remember, I've done a video to tell us how. Healthy spices is the secret. Loaded my pantry with garlic, onions, ginger, turmeric, so many of those, and they had quite a number of them. I went to the organic section and I bought so many of those things, you know. To say some of the things we are cooking today, I'm going to show you. Let me have the garlic, ginger, and turmeric. Let me show you what I do. Remember, it's tips I'm showing you today. Even if we don't get to finish any food, we will still start one. Number one food is okra. Okra is very good. Okra and ugu, because and remember what I always say, that you should have, give me the one you got, that you should have variety of vegetables in one meal. If you have variety of vegetables in one meal, it can actually help you, because it's normally very, very good. So this is ginger. We've already done the ginger into the ginger juice, okay? Usually, like I told us, I have my ginger and I do my ginger and I put it inside the fridge, maybe to last me a few days. Is this ginger? Okay, here. So this is the ginger we've done. So this is what I use as my stock. Instead of, because I don't take red meats, you know, it's not good once in a while, maybe. It's not a staple food here. So this is my stock. This one will last me maybe like 3, 4, 5 days if I cook every day. And then I'll do another one. I'll get my ginger, grate it, so that I can remove the chaff because of the children, and put it in a bottle. And usually you will see it settles. So what do? You always try to shake it before you use it. And then we have the turmeric. The turmeric, we've also done the turmeric into our juice. We're going to pour it into the bottle. We're going to be using it today. It's very, very healthy. Let me tell you, turmeric is very, very good for joint health. Very, very fantastic for joint health. Try to drink it as much as you can. You can mix your ginger and your turmeric and you drink it as much as you can, okay? Use it as your juice. Anytime you see in the menu where we put juice for the day, sometimes we put turmeric. If you can't take it, if it's too harsh for you, then you can just add a little honey, you know, to it to take it, or lemon. You just put some drops of lemon, put it in your cup, make it warm enough. Don't heat it too much to burn off all the nutrients. Then you take it. In the menu book, you will see where we have turmeric juice, turmeric tea. You can also have it like that. So turmeric, ginger, garlic, they are very, very good. Then we have our garlic. Yeah. All right. So we're going to be doing ugu and okra soup with mackerel. And then I'll show you salmon, how you can do your salmon with your spring onions, some onions with your kidney peas, and then your normal green peas as a meal on its own. You just add your sweet corn, and then you have a lovely meal that you can have. So at least we can do those to try to see if we can do a one-day meal for you. It might not be according to how it is in my on the book menu, but I'll try to do a complete food for you. So let's draw up our menu for today. We're going to have an onion soup as our starter. Let me come again. To see how, okay, we have our starter, and then we have our main meal. And then we have our sweets. And then we have our nuts and tea for the day, okay? Tinned Titus is what most of us might be able to get around us. But if you can get fresh Titus, it's also very, very good. But also tinned Titus. Remember what I always say, read your labels. Always read your labels to find out what is there. What kind of oil did they use for the preservation? What kind of sodium? Is it high sodium or low sodium? You need to also watch all that to be sure, so that you will know what you are eating and be sure of whatever you're eating. So I want to quickly make us some salmon. You can use any fish actually. And remember, in one of the menus you will see it's a kind of salmon dish that you can have, okay? And then remember, olive oil or can oil if you're frying for long, but reduce fried food. If you can do away without it, better for you. I use olive oil and I steam. In fact, I don't think they brought out my steamer from my suitcase. Okay, it's here now. And I steam. Let me show you the steamer. Incidentally, I traveled with my steamer so that I'll be able to steam my food anywhere I am. It just enters my suitcase. I know how to package it well. So steam. Steaming is better for you. Don't fry. Steaming is better. So any food you want to steam, make sure you want to fry. Just make sure you steam it. It's actually better for you to go on steaming. All right. So we're going to make our salmon from Germany. And before buying, I had to look at it, what portion it is. This was fresh, and this was the frozen one, but this was fresh one. They are all cleaned and they are back removed, just the other one. So I'll have my salmon. The dish we are making, remember I said okra, and then we are going to also make salmon. That's our main dish. Our breakfast was supposed to be smoothie from light ultra, avocado, and your watermelon and co. Just go look at the page, ask questions. You can do that. So I have my pot. You can see my frying pan ready. Okay. So I have ginger and garlic here. I have my black pepper. I have my nutmeg. I have my turmeric. So watch what I do. I add my turmeric. My ginger and garlic. No salt, healthy salmon and vegetables that you can have. You can eat it with either potato, you can eat it with brown rice, you can eat it with sorghum. Some of those things I've shown you. I add a little of my nutmeg and then my black pepper. And then some fresh pepper. My onion. Take a bit of my onion. Then I'm going to place my salmon fish. This salmon on the pot. Give me the frying spoon. So what I do here is I will keep putting the spices as it's cooking. And I have to cook it on a lower heat. Now I'm stirring and allowing the spices to go in. Cooking with very low heat is another thing we must follow. I'll sprinkle my olive oil, because olive oil is not supposed to cook for too long. Remember what I said when I was teaching us about oil, types of oil. Olive oil is not supposed to fry for too long. So I'm putting it on top of the fish itself. I'm going to keep this on a lower heat now, inward, so that it will cook before, so that I can go on with the other things we have to do for today. Now what I usually do is, because I use a lot of spices and not salt, as this is cooking, I'll be putting a little bit each of my ginger and garlic into the pot, and I'm going to cover it with my foil so that it can cook slowly. So then we now go ahead to cook our okra, our saltless okra without, with mackerel. Now I have my dinner, and then I want to make my lunch. So I'll start my okra again. No salt, more spices. No salt, more spices. That's the trick. Do I have any questions? Somebody, the order of payment is simple. Just click on it. If you click on the link, it will take you to a platform that will ask you for a few details. When you do, it will ask you for your card. And if not, you chat me on my WhatsApp. Somebody is with my phone. The person will help you, please. The account number, chat me on my phones. +234 703 515 1642. Somebody is asking how you can get the book. The link for the book is on the page. The link for the book is on the page, or you chat on my WhatsApp. So this is ginger and garlic. So I've put my ginger. I want to make my okra soup. Remember what I said? I'm not using any stock because I'm not using meat. But if you boiled your meat, you set aside your meat and then you set aside the stock. You can now add your stock. I'm not using that. What I use are spices that are good for arthritis. I put my ginger and garlic, and then I put my turmeric. Okay? And then I have my pepper, this pepper, rodo, normal rodo, already blended. So I'll add it. Then I have my onion, already blended onion. Onions is another thing that will give your food good taste and make it sweet if you're not using salt, and actually make it very nice. So and usually, like I told us when I was teaching us how to cook beans, the sweetest beans, do half of your quantity of onions. You put the remaining half just before the food is done. Wooden spoon, please. I always use wooden spoon when I'm using aluminum pots or this kind of pots to cook. So can you see my stock? Looking rich. I have turmeric, I have ginger, I have garlic, I have onions, I have rodo in here. Everything fresh. All of them are all fresh, fresh, fresh. Then I'm adding my smoked Titus. You can have it fresh. So I stir. I'm going to cover my pot and allow it to boil, cook more. If you use local spices, they are also very good. I must say that here. Ogiri, for those of us in the east. Iru, for those of us in the west. And then in the north, they have a lot of lovely local spices that are used. Do we have Iru or Ogiri at home? Okay, we don't have any at home. I would have put either Iru. I don't know why we don't have. Use everything for the wedu. Either Iru or Ogiri here. You can also use local spices. My phone number is on the screen. +234 703 515 164. Have you sent it to her? I've sent it. Okay, all right. So our tuna is, our salmon is cooking. I'm going to turn now. Okay. I will turn now so that the second part can cook. Still cooking with all the spices I've put. Low heat. Remember I said low heat. And what do? Again, I pour a little of my ginger and garlic so that my pot won't burn on the other side. Okay. And then I'll cover it to cook more. And this is also boiling. I want to be sure we are saving my phone. This is also boiling. So the two main dishes, okra with garden egg and mala, or okra with oatmeal. That's one meal. I've taught us how to make garden egg and mala. I'm not teaching that today. Go down my page. You can just put garden egg and mala. It will pop up for you in the search section, and then you can use it. So I'm going to add my remaining portion of onion. I'll just leave a little for my sauce the other side. Once it boils a bit now, then it's time for the vegetables. Now for the salmon, we are using peas. These peas are already boiled. Kidney beans, already boiled. And then some sweet corn. In adding the olive oil, because I use olive oil for my okra soup, I don't use palm oil. Olive oil is one of the best oil. Avocado oil Also for soup, I don't use palm oil because palm oil has 50% of saturated fat and 50% of non-saturated fat. So it's like equal. But these ones have very low saturated fat, so they are very good for arthritis health. So I'm going to just put 1 tablespoon of olive oil, just like 1 tablespoon, or one of your cooking pots, because fats are good. Go down my page, you will also see the video I've done. When they tell you hey, oil, no, they are good because they help to give the proteins. They help for the proteins to digest, to give the heat for your proteins to digest, your carbohydrates to digest. They give that heat. So oil is very, very good. So now after putting my oil, and then I'll add my okra that has been cut. I'll add some more onions. I love onions a lot. I'm going to still add some cut onions that I can bite when I'm eating my food. Onions. And then I stir. I cover this for just 2 minutes. And then I face this. So the fish is done. It will just get a little more done as I add other things to it. So as the fish is done, I'll increase my heat a bit. And then I'm going to still add a little ginger and garlic. So that it will be fresh. Always try to eat whatever you're eating as much as possible, as fresh as possible. I'll still add my garlic, my turmeric, so that it will be fresh because the food will soon be done. Remember, I'm adding this to the salmon, not the okra, okay? And then I'm adding my onion. I'm adding onion. And then I'll add all the vegetables. The green kidney peas, sweet corn, more of my rodo. I love pepper, so I'm going to add more of my rodo. Onion. Be careful not to, in fact, sometimes if this is done, you can actually remove your fish, but just be careful not to smash. Some people like smashing. You can smash, you can eat it whole. Sorry, I forgot. So our ugu, fresh ugu, to the okra. The okra is practically done. It's just for the ugu to simmer for 30 seconds or 1 minute. And it's off the pot. And to my salmon fish, I'm adding spring onions as the last thing. Done. Our okra is done, so we will serve. We just cover this to simmer well. You can use your pot cover. You can use foil. I just use it for because of the fish. So you can see, no salt food. You can start with very little pinch of salt. But me, I don't use salt because the truth of the matter is some of those things we take in sodium through other means. Some of these other food that are already prepared that we are eating, we take in sodium through it. So no need adding it again for me, because I'm cooking arthritis health food, and this food is also a healthy heart food. It can also help with healthy heart, healthy food actually, generally speaking. Now I'm going to finish spicing up my food. I'll answer the question soon. That's where I will end for today. Keep it on the table for me. Remove all those other things. So I want to finish up the spicing. Black pepper. Some curry. I love curry. So I always read my labels well when it comes to curry. I love curry. Oh. Turmeric is already there as his curry too. And then of course my whites. Okay, a little bit I've done this. Who is tasting today? I'm doing C9, I cannot taste. Victoria, will you come and taste on the screen for us? Or is it Shelby? You want to taste? I'm asking my team members who is tasting, because C9, today is my day 2. I cannot eat cooked food today. Oh dear, 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 dear. These lovely dishes, eh? I'm going to miss these lovely dishes, eh? One of them we have to taste, so that you will see that what we cooked is cooked food, though. Real cooked food. Alright, so your vegetables should not stay too long on fire so that you can get all the nutrients. We are done. No, not really, but for your age, you won't mind a little, sir.
It's okay. It's okay. You can't even know whether there is salt or not.
Okay, alright.
It's okay.
Go now, go with your food. Let me have spoon. So this is the second one. He has tasted it for us and we have soon. So here you have whole grain maize, corn. Then you have your green peas, you have your kidney beans, you have your salmon. Okay? So you have your protein, you have your olive oil, you have your carbohydrates. This food is a whole meal food. You can have this as your dinner. And you know one thing it will do for you, for those who have digestive system issues, not going to toilet, this recipe is very, very good for you. With your salmon fish, it gives you omega-3 fatty acid, which can help with it's an anti-inflammatory, and it will also help with good digestive health, gut health. It will also help you with your healthy heart. What I'm holding in my hand is a very, very healthy food, which you should have. Fresh peas boiled, fresh kidney beans boiled, your fresh maize, you boil it very, very well. Sweet maize if you want, ordinary maize, boil it very well. Like I said, you can use sorghum, you can use acha, you can use brown rice in replacement of your corn. It just depends on what you want. So this is very, very healthy. I'm going to be eating this on my day 3 tomorrow. I will put it in the fridge well. I eat it as my day 3. Shebi, you want to come and taste that one too? How to get the book? Very, very simple. Click on the link and buy your book, or send a message to my WhatsApp and asking for the account number. Asking for the account number, and then we will give you. Somebody is asking, I used to have perimenopausal anxiety. Please, how do I go about it? Okay, perimenopausal anxiety can be stopped. You can also have a kind of a change of lifestyle. Exercises will help you. Good diet will help you. I have a book on healthier, happier menopause. You can also buy that book. The book is usually 2,000 naira, but I'll give you for 1,000 if you need it. Who has this question? Ojugo, can I come and taste it first? Taste. Let's continue around us. So this is the healthy, healthier arthritis, meal. Shebi is eating it for you. It's a full meal, dinner. That's our dinner. Got the egg, amala, and okra, lunch. So you can see him. It's real food though. Is it nice?
It's nice.
Are you missing salt?
Not missing salt.
You won't, because of the spices we've already used. So the secret of not putting salt in your food is healthy spices. You will see that in this food I used a lot of healthy spices: garlic, ginger, turmeric, nutmeg, onions, black pepper, white pepper. I used all that to make it very healthy. All right, very, very good. So for perimenopausal anxiety, royal jelly, nature mint, blossom tea, and B12 will help you. Ojigo. And because you asked the question during the broadcast, I'll give you a 20% discount. So you can chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 515 1642, and I'll give you at a discount. Please, ma, do you put crayfish in the soup? I didn't put crayfish because of cholesterol. I hardly use crayfish when I'm cooking, especially for my husband and myself, because of our age. And anytime I have opportunity to, I don't use it. Sometimes I use it, and I use sparingly. I can use shrimps maybe once a week, sparingly. So, but you can use crayfish if your cholesterol level is okay. Most people of our age, they are borderline. And you will see that you won't even miss it by the time you start cooking with these healthy spices. Thank you. Oluwafemi said, well done. AG, you have my GT account number. Yes, you can pay there and chat me on WhatsApp so you can get the e-copy book. Yes, you can use canned Titus for your okra soup if you're okay. But remember, read the label. I use fresh one. Read the label to know what they use to process it. Can you use blender for the okra instead of... Yes, you can use blender. I like chewing. You can use blender. You can process it anyhow. But remember, when you're processing with blender, if possible, put ice cubes so that you can reduce the oxidation in blending. Always use ice cubes to reduce oxidation, especially for food you won't put on fire for long, like your smoothies. Please have ice cubes that you always put when you're doing your smoothies. It will help you. All right, can I use boneless tilapia instead of salmon? You can use, but salmon has higher omega-3 fatty acid. Salmon is one of the best that has the highest omega-3 fatty acid. Phone number is on the screen, +234 703 515 1642. Regina says she will like to taste. Nico, bring, let me put it through the... Bring, let me give Regina to taste now. Regina, oh yeah. Let me bring fat fish for Regina. Oh yeah, Regina. Oh yeah.